Hi, I'm Toby Tungle, Regional Vice President for Conference Technologies. I get the privilege of leading the team for both access control and physical security for us on a nationwide basis. One of the top reasons that CTI partners with Vicon is the support that we receive. We might call you guys for something that's simple, it might take 15 minutes to resolve, other times it might take an hour, but it's typically not something that's not resolved in the same day. Other integrators might have a day, a week, or even longer if that situation becomes something that's a little more harder to troubleshoot, and that's probably the number one reason that we're partnering with Vicon from a support mechanism. So we chose Vicon really because of the open API architecture for it. We looked at a lot of different solutions that were out there. We really like the Vicon solution for supporting not only our physical security needs, but our audiovisual needs, live events team, our information technology team, as well as our growth both nationally and on a global level. We have 28 offices nationwide. We have 7 that are currently online, operationally using Vicon, both VAX and Valerus access control and surveillance, and we have the rest of them coming online in the next 18 months. Specifically, the Vicon access control system has saved a lot of productivity simply because we're not juggling door codes in the back for folks to come in and use the space and get in the buildings both after hours and during business hours. That was our number one driver for folks to understand that we want to make sure they feel safe when they come in, a code's not lost, a key's not lost, or managing hundreds of keys as some organizations do as they start to grow from 5, 10, 15, 20, 50 employees to hundreds of employees, be it in a single office or multiple offices across the country. So for VAX Mobile Ready, we were really focused on this from a perspective of getting folks their smartphone to have access to the building. Typically, people might forget their car keys at home, in the car, or whatever. Nobody typically leaves home without a cell phone anymore, at least I don't. So having that mobile access for a lot of folks was really important to us. One of my favorite things about the mobile app with VAX is if it's pouring on rain or it's super cold outside, I can open my app on my phone before I get out of my warm car or air-conditioned car for that matter, hit unlock, run up to the door. I have 30 seconds, I get to the door, it's unlocked. I'm not fumbling for keys. I can get into the building and stay dry or warm and go about my day. One of the really cool stories that we were able to hear, one of our clients in a bigger city, they were actually nearby an active shooter situation and they were alerted to it on their cell phones and they were able to lock down their building immediately and keep their staff secure. By having that Vicon solution, it was very simple to do that and lock the building down to not allow external people to come into the facility that didn't have a badge and access to the building. The Valerus line was one of the reasons that we picked that was the VAX integration for our outside surveillance, understanding when people are coming and going, the intuitive experience for that interface for our technicians and our facilities team using it, the event notification as things come up, allowing us to go back and monitor recordings and really start to expand that both not only at each individual office location, but on a nationwide basis. All of our offices are tied back to that same instance, so we can see every office from every corner of the building and every corner of the world if we really wanted to. So in our Des Moines, Iowa office, we have Valerus, and we've got surveillance in the very back of the building that covers some storage containers for us to allow to contract and expand for project needs. One evening, we've ended up finding that there was a few folks that were trying to break into the device, and we caught that on the camera. We were able to provide that to the local authorities to try to find those folks to bring them to justice. Luckily, nothing was stolen. They weren't able to gain access to the building, but it allowed us to actually see what was going on and monitor it and provide that information to the police. At Conference Technologies, we greatly appreciate the partnership that Vicon brings to us and our clients, and we look forward to many more years together bringing solutions to our client needs.